Good morning, you guys. It's Thursday, December 12th. It's my Friday. I'm so very happy. I am taking my two friends at work breakfast, just a cinnamon bagel from Starbucks. And for me, I'm just gonna get the protein box. I was gonna get the egg bites, but I'm gonna get the protein box. Got a coffee, an Americano, and yeah, I'm ready to go. I feel really refreshed. And also, last night, sorry I look so red because the guy in the front has his lights on, but wait, it looks really weird. So yesterday, after I had finished the video, I told you guys that I had sent those emails, and if you guys haven't checked that video, I'll link it up here. That's where I talk about all the emails I had to send that night to find a clinical preceptor for May. So in addition to those emails, I actually ended up sending 2 more emails because I remember I had emails to 2 other resources. One was a hospital, and then the other one was a another clinic. So let's see who responds. Trying to be positive, but I'm like, I don't know. So tomorrow is Friday, so that means I'll be off, and the only thing I have planned is to go get a massage, and then I'm probably just gonna most likely work on trying to get a preceptor, which I'm not looking forward to, but I gotta do it. So today when I go to work, I'm gonna just be super productive, put on my earphone, because we're only supposed to wear one, so I'll just put on my earphone really fast as soon as I get there, get into work mode, and just do my job. 10-hour shift, and just, I'm not gonna stay for overtime because I need to edit another video, but I'm just excited because it's my Friday. 6:30 p.m. I just got home, but I'm in my car, and I wanted to talk to you guys really quick. And I just wanted to make a little follow-up clip in regards to the emails I had sent yesterday. So, I got a response back from the school, and the school, as always, very prompt in their responses. But I want to make sure that I tell you guys that sometimes some of the questions that you guys might have are not necessarily answered in the paperwork that is given to you by the school. So that's why, I don't know, I feel like you really have to like think ahead and try to figure out, okay, what questions do I have now that I need to ask the school, because these questions that I had were not in the paperwork that they had provided to me. So I want to kind of just go over it really quick, just to give you guys a little bit of tips on what you should ask your school. So first of all, where is it? So some of the questions that I asked were, where is it? Okay, so the first question was, is there a limit as to how many hours I can do in a week? And by hours, I mean clinical hours, which they said no. I believe they said no, there's no limit. And then it said, how soon can I start and finish clinicals during the designated time frame? And they said that I could just, as long as the clinical hours are done within that time frame, then I should be good. Then I said, am I able to do more than 8-hour clinicals days? And they said, yes, you definitely can. So also, I wanted to know, I'm going to be doing 180 hours, so I wanted to make sure that I knew how many patients I had to see between those 180 hours. And they pretty much told me, which I didn't know. I had heard from other NP students, but it didn't come from the school, so I had to ask them. And it's so important that you ask this. I asked, you know, how many patients do I have to see within those 180 hours, and they said 1 patient per hour. So I should see, if it's an 8-hour day, I should see 8 patients. And if I don't fulfill the requirement of seeing, so 1 patient per hour, and it's 180 hours, that'll be 180 patients in 180 hours. So if I don't fulfill those requirements, then I don't pass. So I have to make sure that I am at a clinic where I'll be able to be busy enough to do those hours, to do that time. But she said as long as I'm there for 180 hours and see a patient every hour, I should be good, and I should have 180 patients in 180 hours, which is crazy. But I think I can definitely see 1 patient an hour. I think that's doable as a student. I know in the real life it probably won't be doable. I'll probably have to see every 15 minutes or something. But for now, as a student, I think that should be okay. And at least I also have to get like familiar with their charting and all that, because I have no idea. But I also wanted to know about the lab coat, because I was like, do we really need a lab coat? Do we? I don't know. The school didn't really tell me, but they responded and said that I'd have to ask the clinical site where I'll be at, and I'll just ask them their dress code. But the school didn't require it. I guess it would be better for me to have like a lab coat with pockets where I could put like little pocketbooks, which of course I have to research which pocketbooks I should buy, because and I'll vlog that this month, because that's when I'll be searching for it. But I also received an email from one of the clinics that I had emailed last night, and I was like, thank God. So the HR recruiter actually emailed me back and said, yes, we do have women's health and peds in our facility, and I'm gonna reach out to the, I think it was like some other recruiter that deals with the clinical portion of it. So she emailed me and told me that she sent like an email to the medical department of that clinic to find out if they, you know, were able to help me, which I hope they do. I hope they can help me. Cross your fingers for me, pray. I seriously, I don't want to sit another semester. Is that how you say it? Sat out. I was supposed to really start clinicals in, when? Like May or something? No, I was supposed to start in September of 2019. That was supposed to be my first clinical rotation, but I was way too stressed out, so I didn't. But I really don't want to sit another semester in the summer, because I just want to finish by the end of 2020. So that gives me hope that at least they're gonna try to help me, and I'll try to follow up again next week. Also, who else emailed me? Oh, the person where I'm going to be doing my clinicals in January, she also emailed me back, and they do have some women health patients, like providers that do pap smears, and there are some pediatric patients, but that they're only scheduled appointments, and that they're very limited amount of patients. So I don't think that'll really fulfill my like clinical requirement, but she said we could talk about it more when I'm on site. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm glad I got some things taken care of today during my break and all that at work, because I just hope that somebody gives me the opportunity again. And it's so hard to try to find 2 preceptors for summer, but I'm gonna try my best. But anyways, I just wanted to update you guys on those emails so that you guys know how important it is that you are also proactive with your school and with your preceptors and find out information, because they don't really tell you everything. I feel like a lot of these questions that I had sent to the school, it wasn't necessarily on the paperwork that they had given to us, so I had to make sure that I asked those questions. And of course I need to ask those questions before I start clinicals. So I mean, so far it's moving along. This clinical journey is about to begin very, very soon, and yeah, I'm just ready to hopefully find a women's health and peds preceptor. Oh, and talking about that, I did reach out to my workplace to see if they'd be able to help me, because there is a women's health clinic there where I work, but apparently I made sure, because we have a women's health, but it's primary care. So I made sure with the school, and I'm like, okay, can I do primary care women's health? Or does it have to be a GYN? And they responded and said it had to be a GYN. So I don't think that's gonna be a possibility, but hopefully my workplace can help me get affiliated with my school so that they can at least help me for my last rotation, which will be 360 hours of primary care. Man, this is crazy. So if you think about it, I'll really be seeing like over 1,000 patients, which is scary. So scary. But anyways, I'm definitely excited, nervous, and afraid. Very afraid, because it's just scary to be in that provider role. But everything will work out. I think that God wants me to move on with this program. He will help me get through it, and of course I have to do my part as well and try my best to find preceptors. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night or a great morning if you're watching this in the morning. Make sure to like this video if you found any of my tips helpful, or if you find any valuable information in here. Also, make sure to subscribe right here, and make sure to check out these videos right here as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.